Mindscreed. We're here. I thought you just both staring at me.
He's like the best dressed.
National.
It's a staring contest.
You're the best dressed, that's why.
Yeah.
You failed it already. You moved your eyes.
Come on. Yo, can I get in on this one?
Okay, I'll do both of you.
Whoa, that's freaky. I love that.
What like this?
Welcome to Mindscreed. It's how I'm gonna start the show. Like my eyes like this.
You're trying to be the Undertaker.
Welcome to Mindscreed.
Welcome to Tawonga.
Welcome to Tawonga from Zambia. Yo. Alright. Mindscreed, y'all. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Some idiot that pulled off the
Back
screen
at it again.
Me.
Yo, well, Martin, the main man, the cool hat. I like the relaxed face you just had. And Vin Bains, man.
Boo! Boo!
Oh, man.
I love doing that.
But yeah, but how you guys doing though?
No.
Last time we had you on, you were rapping. They said you like to rap as well, innit?
I don't rap.
MC,
I don't.
Smedwick, Snag, back at it again.
I do shit comedy, that's what I do.
Shit comedy, tragic comedy, innit?
Tragic. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that from now on.
How are you, Tawonga?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm
Can we just say before we start?
Well, don't mention the tragic. Go on, sorry, go on.
No, I wasn't going to mention your Tinder.
Okay.
Tawonga is easily the best dressed guy here. I felt really underdressed when I saw him. That's what I'm saying.
This is my jacket. I'll put my jacket on.
He can't even reach it. You just
I'm sure I have to put this on.
I feel like you're our chaperone for this podcast.
Chaperone.
Tyrone.
I love how you're just like there looking all suave and stuff, and Bill's just eating monkey nuts in the corner.
Yeah, pass me the bad guy. Good. Nice. Okay, so we got this email from someone on Facebook, and it's like that. We've done it before. We had this other email from a woman asking for advice before, and we had lecture on, and she was like, she helped with giving the advice for it. So we thought you guys would help as well. You know, see your views.
Oh fuck!
And you want me to read it?
Well, I've just been passed it. I'll pass it down to you.
Alright, I'll read it.
I'm going to read off it and then you can read the other half.
It's fine. I can read it all.
It's quite long actually.
Let me see.
It's fucking
Do
novel.
you want me to read half now?
Go on.
It's up to you.
Are we doing this?
You empty out the whole bag. Do you want me to read half? Do you want to read half and then I'll read half?
Yo, I need another one.
Pass them on.
No, you know, I'm just gonna have one.
You can have some.
There you go.
Thank you.
This is a long ass email.
You know, before we start, we're just going monkey nuts.
You look like a news presenter with that stuff on.
You do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out BBC West Midlands.
Fuck BBC.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry, not shout out. But shout out Wilco instead. I still want that sponsorship.
Right, should I read it all?
Do you want to read it all?
I'll read it all. I can read it all.
These are good.
I can read half if you want. If you want to read it down to it, then I'll read this.
Someone read
it if you want.
Okay, yeah. Alright, you guys listening?
Yeah, go on.
Alright. Hey, so I guess where do I start? Right.
At the beginning.
In the beginning.
Sorry, no, sorry, I'm
You're gonna interrupt me.
Sorry, I'm a
Are
twat.
you gonna be that guy?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna eat monkey nuts.
Okay.
Sorry, Carol.
Alright, that's person. Okay, this person I've known for. Hey, so I guess where do I start? This person I've known for over a year, and I've called a sister, as that's how I felt towards her, and she used to say the same. At this time, she fell out with a friend, and so
Listen, how?
I'm sorry, she can't write properly. I mean, I can't.
Do you want me to take over? Let's see.
Do you want to read this?
Yeah, I'll
Go
read it for you. Hey, so I guess where do I start? Right, this person I've known for over a year, and I called her sister. That's how I felt towards her. And she used to say the name. At this time, she fell out with a friend, and she so called me sister. So all my sister wanted me to drive about with her, even though I don't drive all these things she wanted me to do with her wasn't me. I noticed at time went on, she would say really narcissistic stuff, like all men want me, or all women seem to fancy me, even accused me of fencing her within, which threw me over. I was like, if I see you as a sister, why would I like you that way? She would be friend people, and then come to me about every single one and bitch, call them weird, etc. She would have arguments with people, push them away and bring them back. Loves to gossip. If I have arguments with people, push them away and bring them back. Oh no, just for the same fucking thing, oops. If I tried to share what I know about veganism, I'd have friends who would try to question it and have a healthy discussion, but she would jump in and chase arguments and called my friend the N-word. She expressed views of how she doesn't the N-word.
Wait, where does this come into it? Sorry, I got lost.
Basically, where did you get lost? If I see you, she calls me weird, she calls them weird, then she would have arguments with people, push them away and bring them back. Loves to gossip. If I try to share what I know, she was meant to put, but she put no, what I know about veganism, and I have friends who would try to question and have a healthy discussion. But she's having an argument with her friend basically about discussions like veganism and stuff like that, and her friend doesn't like it basically. That's what's happening so far, and they would question and have a healthy discussion, but she would jump in and chase arguments and called my friend the N-word. So she called her friend the N-word because she didn't, basically. She expressed views of how she doesn't agree with IGBTQ.
I think she means LGBT.
Yeah, and I couldn't understand that. I'm not racist or homophobic. And she exhibits these behaviours. Then her friends came back in her life recently, who she cut off in the beginning, and she started to distance herself from me. She didn't care when it as going through something, but if she was having arguments, she was always there. There wasn't a balance. If I won teapot with how she behaved, like calling my friend the N-word, she would find a way to twist it around so I was in the wrong somehow. It always baffled me. She even started an organ busker and came to me shouting, "Why did Chrissy call you sister?" which she never did. So I screenshotted it and showed her. She didn't say anything. Recently I shared her post from a year ago where she called me her sister. She saw it and removed the word sister from her post. And then I found out some I knew committed suicide, and I went to walk to her. She decided her account for fear I would confront her. For fuck's sake, what's this?
Can you read the rest? Or?
No, I can read it. Do you want to read the rest here?
Alright, so it's up to here, right?
Yeah, I'm one.
I'm one with this person that once I considered you family. That's it. I do anything I can for you and never got that same treatment. Instead, all the conversation started before was about drama, toxic behavior. She then started to lie to me and even call me sister. It seems now the person is back in her life for that small period. I feel that spot. I feel used, but at the same time, I'm relieved. She was so draining. And there I've confronted her behavior in the past, and I got was manipulation behavior, twisting it on me and not being honest. She gets jealous easily, extremely immature with how she handles people in general. I made excuse for all this because I felt connected to her. I realized, yeah, she's in my life over a year and a half, and my life changed, but I found myself blossom. She kept saying, you need me to flourish, and I realized how now, no, I don't. This has taught me not to expect too much, not to ignore warning signs my gut gave me. I was gonna confront her with all of this, but I realized I would only get the same response. She reminds me of someone I used to know for 8 years because they had the same behavior.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Jeez, that was a lot of shit, man.
That was a lot of shit.
So, what?
So she's got a friend who they used to call sisters and they were really close. But this friend is a bitch, she's narcissistic, homophobic, racist, and she's argumentative. I'm guessing the girl who's writing is vegan, and the girl she's talking about would like basically argue about the vegan, just pull her down and stuff, right?
Is it not clear? Just cut the bitch off.
Cut the bitch off. That's. What was her advice as well? So
that's my 2 cents in.
What did she want?
You know what? I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Go on.
I'm quite lost in the whole situation. It's like one moment I was getting it, and then she just went down a different road, and I was like, "What's that got to do with it?" So is it essentially she's written into the show, and she's got a problem with this so-called friend in her life, and she's done all these horrible things like be homophobic, be non-supporting. Is that it? Is that just the gist of it?
Yeah, she's non-supporting, homophobic, and she's got toxic behaviors. So I guess she wants advice about how to deal with this person or what she should do.
Yeah, I'd agree with Vin.
Yeah, I mean, why would you even be around that person voluntarily?
Or she felt connected to her.
Yeah.
She sounds like a sociopath, really.
Yeah. But
I don't know the full case, but from what she said, it's painting a friend or ex-friend to be a sociopath.
Yeah. She's saying she's like racist, homophobic, flipping,
and then
manipulative as well.
And then did she say briefly like she would have arguments with someone and then try and get them back on like the side? Did she mention something like that, or am I just?
Arguments. Blah, 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 blah. She would have arguments with people, push them away, and bring them back.
That is quite so. Yeah.
And she loves to gossip.
Just distance yourself from them. Make your circle smaller. I mean, that's something I learned. You know what I mean? Just only be around, people who benefit in you. To be honest, like not leeches and, because that shit hangs on to you. It does, man. Being around that, you'll become that. Through, as stupid as it sounds, it's not just plants who, who suffer from osmosis. It's humans as well.
Yeah.
You'd be around it, it's like radiation, you'd be around it, you'd get infected with it. That's my true sense.
There would have been a warning sign to me. Say like if Tawonga said to me, like, it was something like, I make you or something like that.
You need me. You need me in your life.
What the fuck?
She goes, what's up? So she would say, no, yeah, I found myself to blossom. And then she's like, no, you won't flourish without me.
Oh,
yeah, that's
you need me to flourish.
Definitely, yeah.
I feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
But I'm quite narcissistic as well. That's very, narcissistic.
Yeah, but she's narcissistic in a way that's toxic to people around her.
Well, let her then, and then let her learn that, that's not the right way to treat people and stuff. Just cut her off. As simple and as rude as it sounds, that's the only thing you can do. You can't reason with people like that.
Yeah.
You can't sit down and say, hey, you're being you're being like this and that. Is there anything we can do? Because then they'll just start arguments 10 times worse.
Yeah, because she said she's tried confronting her.
Exactly. It's horrible. And using the N word as well, being racist, fuck that. That's like, Because you mentioned that, didn't she?
Mm.
That she used the N-word.
Yeah, she called someone the N-word.
Fuck that.
Yeah, man. I agree with my Vin as well. You know, just cut her off, find new friends. Like you said, you were blossoming yourself.
Yeah.
And then, why would you put poison on a flower and expect it to grow?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
just, you know, blossom yourself, find new friends.
Find people who want to be your friends. I think that's the case, not who are looking to have some sort of power over you.
Yeah.
That's some slave master mentality.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, for good.
Yeah, have you had an experience with that yourself? With anyone at all?
Yeah. And that's it took me quite a long time to learn. Just cut it off instead of being nice and being naive and thinking, oh no, these they're my friends and stuff like that. They'll change. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to stop being quite naive and wet behind the ears. I think everyone's experienced that in some aspects, whether it's whether it's your mate or your manager at work or something like that. Someone's someone's a sociopath out there. What about you?
I've never met a sociopath. I wouldn't say I've never met a sociopath, but I've met people who are like they're toxic off the bat.
Oh yeah.
It's like, just distance yourself from them.
You
Like,
can
why would you
feel
want to
it.
be around people like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you can feel it as well.
Yeah.
Like just from speaking, from just speaking to someone, like as weird as it sounds, I really feel you can feel that type of stuff. What about you?
Yeah, I do. I agree. Yeah, I agree. It's all about releasing negativity, releasing people that are going to manipulate your behaviour patterns. We've all got vibrations, energy. If you surround yourself with negative people, you'll get that negative feeling. I got rid of all my negative people ages ago. Like, that was clinging on to, that were attached to me, that were actually making me lower and actually ruining, any goodness that was coming my way. So, yeah, I think it's good to get rid of the manipulator in your life. Because there's plenty of them. There's plenty of drainers. People who drain your energy. Yeah.
Energy vampires, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're just drainers that make you feel like you're exhausted afterwards. You don't need that.
But do you reckon they get like a kick out of it?
They must do, yeah.
Or do you reckon they're inherently kind of... I don't use the word evil. Yeah, fuck it, let's use the word
Inherently
evil.
evil.
Yeah, like, do you reckon they're inherently evil and
No.
they don't know what they do? Or they think, yeah, I'll do that.
Nobody's born that
I
way.
think the kick comes along with the inheritance of it.
Say
Like the parents were like that, then it's going to go down in generations.
Well, because that's what they're exposed to.
Yeah, that's their way of life.
Well, yeah, even on the previous podcast as well, we were talking about how whether psychopaths are born or made.
No, a little bit they are. I don't think nobody's born a psychopath.
No, I think it's environment.
So,
Bringing look at most serial killers. Serial killers are brought up around bad families. It's rather they've had a mother or they've been bullied their whole life by women. Like, there's some serial killers out there who bully women and kill women, and it's because they've had a bad time with women that much that it's just twisted the mind and they've snapped.
Yeah.
You could turn into one right now. Anybody can turn into a sociopath, psychopath, anything like that. Anybody can snap the brain, the chemicals in the brain, they can react differently, and then all of a sudden you're basically just snapped. It's all about balance. Some people can't find that inner balance. They find it too difficult. Not everybody's as strong as each other, as sad as it sounds.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for her as well. Like, her friend is basically, I feel like she's just insecure, and that's why she has this desire to be needed, to feel important, so she'll manipulate you.
Yeah, but don't be a dick about it, do you know what I mean? Like,
that's what the insecure.
I know that sounds so horrible, but
excuse me. Yeah, hold on, keep talking.
But
God is calling me.
Sure he is.
But surely, if if you want to, if you do feel the need to want to cling to someone or talk to someone, you must think after a while of pushing people away, fuck, I must be the catalyst. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, as you were saying, that's the need that like these people have in it.
Yeah.
They want to have some control over someone else's life. Because like I feel like they're missing something in their life. Like there's this huge hole in their life that they're trying to fill up with like manipulating other people and.
But I mean, you know, surely after, you know, going through that situation a few times, you would think, oh, I'm the catalyst in this. Like surely a sane person must think that.
Like they must have an awareness of that. Like, okay, I'm the problem with the situation. That's why they can't like stick around so much. They always like move on. Like she's a victim of a sociopath, basically. So someone else is gonna have to suffer as well. Well, not gonna have to suffer, but you know, other people suffer. Because I don't imagine having like any long-term friends.
What, like that?
Yeah. No. As in, that girl, the sociopath, having more friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that might be it. She might just be clinging on to the last.
The last bit of.
Yeah, the last, like, you know, the last person who tolerates her.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know what I mean? And maybe she's like, you know what? In fact, as this conversation going on, I'm kind of seeing both sides of it now.
Right.
Maybe it is the case of like, she understands what she is. She understands what she's doing, and the reason why she keeps on kind of, you know, she can't control her, you know, said anger. The reason she goes back is because she's clinging on to the last person, I guess, who tolerates her.
So she can't help but be that person.
Yeah, maybe she can't, maybe, you know.
And you think some people kind of know that, but they're strong in the empath sort of side of it, so they try to think to themselves that they can help or change this individual.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can't help everyone, man. Don't be a hero. Like, it's not your
pressure on yourself.
It's not your job to fix people.
Yeah.
Like, just live your life and let them fix their drama, and then you can like share a life together if they're gonna help you grow as a person as well.
Yeah.
Instead of like putting you down.
Or just save people who want to be saved. Like, you know what I mean? Like people who don't want to be saved and you know, arrogant, set in their ways, and like, leave them. You know, just help those, you know, close to you, and you know, and again, those who want help, who seek help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And like,
that's what I think.
She's homophobic as well. Like, I don't understand why people don't like.
Oh, we've had an update. She has responded with a term called gaslighting, and I'm not going to read it because it's quite long, but it's basically dismissing people's legitimate concerns, labelling them as crazy, insane, bipolar, hysterical and sensitive. It's basically a tactic of manipulation, and she's also written, I've cut her off today and she decided to give bullshit excuse, and she tried to say sorry, then she's telling me people I'm toxic. I'm sorry, I'm guessing saying she's telling people I'm toxic, so she's gone blocked from everyone. Oh, so everyone's gone blocked her. That's thinking, and she's done an important note for you guys saying thank you guys so much. She said it's very important for me, and her anxiety is gone from it. So I guess we have helped in some aspects. Somehow, I don't know how I've helped.
We're not really professional.
No, we're not.
Well, I think it's the point of, you know, hearing from the else's perspective what they would do in that, you know, view, in that problem, you know.
Yeah.
But everything is just, you know, gradually done. You're going to get hate from it. You're going to get toxic people saying these things afterwards, you know, because you've just got rid of the boss. So you're going to get that again. You're still going to get toxic, you know, nonsense back at you. You know, it's always going to happen. Just got to just keep going, your vibrations, and just keep going. Only positivity enters. Even the you can even put a bubble around you of light, and that's just imagining it. You know, only light enters, no negativity. That's angels. You know, for protection. That's what an empath should do anyway. If you're an empath, you should always protect yourself with love and light, and meditation.
Love and light, man.
You know.
Follow the light. Yeah.
I'm an empath myself, motherfucker.
How do you know you're an empath?
You can just basically study it. You have to research a lot. Do your numerology. It's based on your date of birth. You have to add it up, and you can work out different numbers. And it's to do with how you feel as well. I always feel negativity from around something negative. I can feel that. I think we're all an empath in some way. What is empathy? A human being, it's feeling, it's emotion, all that things. You know.
So everyone's an empath.
Yeah, basically. And I think a lot of people have blocked that empath ability out, so they don't feel as much as the next person. That's all it is, really. Empath.
Right.
And don't load your enemy's gun.
Ah, I like that one.
Wise. Word to the wise, man.
I like that one.
What's the other one again? Don't drink poison expecting someone else to die. But yeah, so that's our advice, you know. Like, you need to make space in your life for people who want to be in your life, like who want to be your friends. Because she wasn't trying to be your friend, she was trying to be your master. And she's trying to make you her slave, basically. You know?
Yeah, man. Plantation
Like
shit.
Yeah.
That sounds fucked up, but it's true. She's essentially trying to just make you just go after her and kind of just like, you know, everything like, oh, well done, yeah, sure. That's
MC. Been in the house.
Ad-lib Vin. Ad-lib Vin. I'm like,
He's secretly a
I'm the
rapper.
Migos. I'm the Takeoff and the...
Wink wink, he's secretly a rapper.
Do you ever make a freestyle about energy vampires?
Oh.
Would you be able to do that?
I don't think I would do
Energy vampires. Energy vampires.
I was turning into a disco track there.
Vampires, energy vampires,
What?
energy vampires, energy vampires.
What? I told you I'm ad-lib, man. I'm ad-lib.
Oh, I'll provide the beatbox then.
Vin, freestyle.
MC Vin in the house.
The fuck you guys are
Vin, I killed you in the gym.
Oh,
Doesn't matter, I put you in the bin.
I've never heard that one before.
Din, din, din. Give you a trim. Turn you slim. Have you looking like a him.
Thanks.
how do you kill an energy vampire?
How do you what?
How do you kill an energy vampire?
With light and love.
And
Give him a hug.
And garlic.
You kill a part of yourself first.
Ooh,
Damn.
Bill's on point today. Fuck
You are the energy vampire.
What, me? I'm the energy vampire.
All of us. I'm not no energy vampire.
Fuck.
Only that level light in it. Well, yeah, it's like parasites really, yeah. I agree.
So you gotta kill them with garlic, light garlic. Yo. See, we're paparazzi in the house. Mindscreed are blowing up, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm the in-house photographer.
So who do you work for, paparazzi?
Me.
Which magazine do you
Vin is a
work for?
freestyler, he's a paparazzi freestyler.
I work for Kanye West.
Kanye West is almost.
Yeah, fuck him. Oh shit, is that a bad thing?
Don't hit on me.
You know what? I love the fact that I press him on my like he's watching this.
He is watching this.
Yeah, well,
He's probably in a stretch checking.
He said we ain't got the answers.
right.
You ain't got the answers.
I love that. I love the fact that on his breakfast, because one of the things I love watching on YouTube is the Breakfast Club. Yeah, Pal 105. I've been watching it for years. I've actually calculated it. I've been watching it since 2012.
Right.
Since like they first started doing it, and I loved in his Breakfast Club interview when he was like, was his his Breakfast Club, and he's like, hey, when I'm having rants, people think it's rants, but I call them visionary stream of consciousness. I'm like, no, you're not, you prick.
Have you seen that thing with Ninja talking about Kanye?
No.
Who?
Dead Antwood.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, Diane Wood.
Is another.
Yeah, South African.
Thinks he's a god.
Have you seen it?
I
Do
hate
you
him
want to watch
again.
it?
He spoils him.
I haven't seen it.
Let me get it on.
The guy from the Antwood, I do like
I
him.
don't like him.
Look, Kanye is a god.
He's a saintonic man. Everything that he puts out there is saintonic.
I think he's sick.
Yeah, but you know Kanye
I
was a
like
god.
He's a bad man.
He said he was a god.
He ain't a god. He's a knob.
I am a god.
And Antoine.
Where's bitch Madame Massage?
Get the point. Damn croissant.
Into the Ninja is it called?
I actually like Diane Wood and like a lot of their stuff and all that. So and also that story is, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. I really wouldn't.
It's so weird.
Could you imagine like doing that though? Just putting on some anal porn when you once you first
Do you
met.
reckon it was a tactical move to like just make him like
To
I don't
see
know,
the-
speechless or something?
But if he gets like uncomfortable and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Kanye, I feel like he pretends to be weird for the sake of being weird. Like
he
with a lot of people. Yeah, he like fucking
so it's not
tries.
actually weird. is it?
No, he's like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he was tactical. Like he's like, oh, I've got Ninja coming over. You know, we're gonna play basketball with Drake, and then we're gonna watch Star Wars, and then I'm gonna flick it to anal porn. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye's favourite basketballer is himself.
Plays for his own team.
Yeah.
He's a point guard and
He's the
defense
point
line.
guard, the forward,
Uh,
everything.
He passes himself. He hardly oops himself, basically.
Yeah.
Really, so.
But
You think he watches his wife's video? Kim Kardashian video?
I don't know what video you're insinuating. So.
Everyone knows the video.
Well, yeah, I think he does because he's quoted it quite a lot of times, hasn't he?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He has quoted it quite a few times.
Well, like, yeah, I like my wife's.
No.
Yeah.
Referencing like the video, like about like the guy she's been with and stuff. So you probably
Alright.
knows, but
They did as well.
Yeah, but-
Rachel was like, I hear it. Like, I was there for that. She's like, okay, then, calm down.
Ray J, man. It's a name I don't know doing well. Hey, Brandy, his sister, killed someone.
Oh, yeah.
We were on about this before.
I didn't know she actually killed someone. You know?
List of celebrities who have killed people.
These guys are mad. Mr. Mosby.
Mr. Mosby,
No.
I told Tawonga about this. Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life of Zach Cody, if you've ever watched it, right, the manager from there, Phil Lewis, his real name, he killed someone.
Like, I view him in a different light now. Mr. Mosby. That's why he's always hungry.
He's
the murderer.
He's replaying the death of Oh no.
Have you ever had any weird experiences like that yourself?
Well,
Killing
when someone
someone.
like puts on.
Encounters with like Kanye West sort of weird.
I mean,
Yeah, I met Kanye West the other day.
I'm trying to remember something. I've had a lot of weird encounters with like, you know, people in their houses and stuff, and just meeting people as well. But I'm trying to remember.
What about you, Martin?
Yeah, what about you?
Whatever, anyway, with
Weird
experiences.
encounters. Yeah.
Heard a few.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Trying to think of one.
Same.
I've had a few in the past with people. Which ones do you want me to talk about?
Any?
There's some really bad ones.
Yeah. They're really bad ones.
Yeah.
It sounds so tight.
Oh,
Don't have a flashback to there, man. Just
I know, it was like that.
do a fun one instead.
Yeah, do a fun.
I don't want to take it
One
back.
that made you chuckle.
I don't want to take it back.
tell you what. Funny one. You have funny accounts.
What?
You have funny accounts. Or can they just be weird? Can weird be funny as well?
Weird is funny sometimes. Like, that was fucking weird and it was hilarious as well. Yeah, like Drake crying because he lost. It's funny. Go on.
I'm trying to remember someone.
Oh yeah, really funny ones, yeah.
How about you, Billy?
I'm trying to remember. Okay, one of my first like weird memories was I was in high school.
Yeah.
I was in high school, and you know, like, and you know, towards like the end of like the year, or like, you know, like end of exams and stuff, teachers just put on DVDs and stuff and just
Right,
let the kids like what. So he's my maths teacher, right? I ain't gonna say his name.
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, Mr. Bransford. No, so like, he put a DVD on for like all of us to watch, and I like so. Imagine I'm here and he's sitting at the desk with a laptop and the movie's playing, right? And there's a bit where like in the movie, and like all of us were like 12, 13 maybe, right? And then this sex scene came on. Now it wasn't like your Hollywood sex. It was like graphic as fuck, right?
Damn.
So like we're all looking at each other like, fuck, wake up. I turned, right, the teacher's looking at me, smiling and nodding.
Yo.
I shit you not, real story. It happened at Holly Lodge High School in Smelling. No, it was weird. So imagine Marty was me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get Marty to look at me and I'm the teacher, and I'll show you exactly what the teacher did, right? So go on, like the film's playing, you turn. He was just like that. He was just smiling and nodding and stuff, and the guy like you know in the film he's just like grunting and you know saying shit, and he's just like looking at me, you know.
Would you do smile and knock back?
No, I just like looked into his eyes, which is like the worst thing to do.
Shared eye contact.
What the fuck?
That's pretty weird.
It's okay. But no, I'm pretty sure everyone's had that experience, you know, going into like someone's
I've
house.
never had that experience.
Not like that experience. Like fucking. Like I mean.
They go in someone's house and it's just like weird.
Yeah, just like a weird vibe or something. Like, you know what I mean? I actually, there is another one. I went to a gig once, and it's a metal gig. And there's a guy standing in front of me, and I don't drink, so like every time I went up to the bar, it was like for a J12 or something, or like a water, and this guy was just constantly like always in front of me, bald guy and stuff like that, quite taller than me. And stuff like that, and had his jacket on like throughout the whole show, and I thought that was odd. Like everyone's just got shirts because it gets like quite heated and stuff like that.
So it's cool, basically.
He's a cool guy. Well, we'll wait till the end of the story, and then he then proceeds to turn around and like give me the dirtiest look ever. I haven't said anything to him, right? And then like as I go back from my drink, we stand in the same formation. So he's in front, he's there. He then proceeds to take off his jacket.
Whilst looking at you in the eye?
No.
Full eye contact.
No. So like he's taking it off like that. He had death skull swastikas.
Pure.
Like everything. Like I'm talking like SS bolts. You know, he had everything. I thought, fucking
shit. He had like a tattoo of like a white guy looking at a black guy.
Probably, you know what? That's probably on his lower back. His tramp stamp.
Yeah. And then,
but yeah, that was pretty weird. Like you're in that situation. Like, what do you do? Do you like?
What do you say? Do you want a drink?
No, I'm gonna share a drink with the racist. Fuck that shit.
Who are you here with?
No,
so I can stay away from them.
No, I just ignored it. But like, I can't believe people are actually quite open about that. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, like even in America, I was watching this show where like, you know the KKK.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're open about it. Like,
they're very open about it.
They ban crosses or swastikas or whatever the fuck. And this guy, like, he was doing a documentary as well, and they were like, you're not allowed to come past this line. And it's like, what's gonna happen if I come? Like, just, you know, don't make this hard on us or stuff, shit like that, innit? Because like they're proud of that, innit?
I mean, they've got this bullshit ideology that you know one race is better than all races.
Superiority.
Yeah, like to, you know, keep the Aryan blood, you know, whatever, all that shit. But I was watching something really interesting on YouTube. I don't know the exact name of the guy, but he's a black guy and he was a rock and roll musician. He's played with like people like Jerry Lee Lewis and all, like, you know, those and stuff like that. And he's actually meeting clan members and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he's the one like changing them as well.
Yeah. So like he's they've actually given him clan robes and stuff like that, and like and I remember when the girl was interviewing him, she was like, oh, like you've actually like given him lifts to clans rallies and stuff like that. And like at first I was a bit perplexed. I was like, why is he doing it? And then he was like saying, you know, he said something like, if you spend 5 minutes with your enemy, you find out that you have something in common. If you spend 5 more minutes, you find out you have something else in common. But then I'm like,
yeah, but
it doesn't work for people like that.
And because like the differences outweigh the commonalities. Like he wants to lynch people who look like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, You can't reason with people like that.
You can't when people are, people are quite stubborn and indoctrinated like that. You can't change their mind. Like you really can't. But then he goes on like through that and he's talking to like skinheads and stuff like that. And to a small extent, I can see what he's doing. He's trying to bridge a gap. He's trying to start a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Because there is a point in that interview where he talks with Black Lives Matter protesters as well. And they kind of have a go at him. They're saying, why are you doing this and that?
Yeah. And
he gives a better explanation than why he's doing it. But yeah, that... I think that sort of really like thought provoking. It really is. It like makes you think, whoa, shit happens.
Yeah, even still how that still exists, even during today.
It's mad. I don't understand it.
It's like that.
Yeah, man. It went from Kanye to
celebrities that have murdered people. Mr. Mosby. Why Mr. Mosby?
I love Mr. Mosby.
I used to love Mr. Mosby.
No, it's still alright.
Yeah, you still watch it?
No, but he lives in my heart. But he lives in my heart. Oh shit.
Back in a sec.
We'll take a break.
For the Black Lives Matter subject, what do you think about the people who say all lives matter? Do you think they're right, or do you think
all lives matter?
Or do you think they're not really understanding the concept of the movement?
Yeah.
So you said you're all lives matter.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm all lives matter. I don't really believe one particular life matters. Like saying Black Lives Matter, like saying fuck you white people, we don't care about you if you go depopulated, or your breed of people goes depopulated, we don't care, fuck you, basically. And it's the wrong way. It's like me saying fuck all meat eaters because I'm a vegan. It's like me hating on them all the time. It's hate, it's not love, it's corruption. These people that support it, people like Jay-Z, Beyonce, all these racists, all these narcissistic people. And if I ever met any of them, I'd strangle them. I'd beat them with my shoes. That's how far I'd go. I'd beat the rear off.
But that's not really the point, though, is it?
Yeah.
They're trying to bring attention to something that's actually, happening.
It's everyone that matters. It's all of them. What about animals?
Yeah,
Let's watch it every day. They always think about themselves and the skin colour. If they're really bothered about the skin colour, they've got the problem with themselves. If somebody called me a honky or a white chocolate bar, I wouldn't go. It's what a div does. You shouldn't be bothered about your skin colour or what anybody else thinks about you. You should be bothered about your own life, not focusing on them. Focus on yourself. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's not you're not getting killed because of your skin colour, are you? There's people getting shot out there because they're black. Like that guy, there was even a video of him, he was in the car with his child in the back, his wife on the passenger seat, and they shot him right in front of his kid. That's a result of it.
I've seen it, but there's a lot of white people that get killed as well. If you look at the percentage of white people,
that's true. There are people who die, but that's not the point of the movement. They're not saying okay, Black Lives Matter and only Black Lives Matter. They're saying that Black Lives Matter because they're trying to bring attention to that, the discrimination and the.
What about Mexicans? What about Native Indians?
Mexicans, there's a wall that's gonna be built anyways. Forget the Mexicans.
No, you got to respect all of that.
But you see, exactly,
Native Americans, they got slaughtered, and then America took their land. What about that? If they're that bothered about all this, why don't they go back to their countries and take back their country? And stop moaning about it and having a little rant about it, because protesting don't get you nowhere. I've protested my whole life and it's got me nowhere. It doesn't get nowhere. All it does is bring them new laws in. They just bring new laws in, and that's whatever happens. All lives matter. It doesn't matter if you're Latino, Mexican, Caucasian, white, Asian, black, Spanish. It does not matter where you're from, who you are, if you're green, if you're purple. I don't give a crap if you're rainbow. The point is, all agendas matter. It doesn't matter if you're an elephant, or a man, or an ant. It still matters. It's still the principle. What matters to me, you know, Jay-Z, like these type of people who push that movement are people that hate white people and they've admitted it themselves. They don't like white people. They believe white people to be bad. They believe white people to be the people that took their country from them, when actually it is not white people. It's actually people like the banks and your governments. If you've got a problem with somebody, go to your government. Do not go to a white person like myself, because I'm not that person. I am a human being, God damn it.
But I think, so, just throw my 2 cents into it. You know, may not matter, may do.
It matters, go on.
I understand what Mike says, right? Completely do. All, like, you know, at the end of this day, all of us matter. All of us are equal. Across this table, we're all fucking equal. You're not better than me, I'm not better than you. Tawonga's not better than me, you know, Bill's not better than me, whatever.
I think
right,
it's common sense.
But saying that, when they're gunning down, not only black kids, black men, Native American men, they're saying that you don't matter.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying. And that's why, I think that's why it's got the massive push it has and stuff like that. And you know what? Maybe stuff like this is needed to change the kind of, you know, the kind of water cooler talk, like, in the country. Maybe like this, you know, people start actually, you know, speaking about it and think, oh yeah, you know, Orlando Brown, you know, the people like who, you know, who got killed and stuff like that is
exactly. So they're not actually saying that, because I agree with you as well. Like, all lives do matter, but it's not like right now. It's just like the white people that are getting killed. It's like minorities that get discriminated.
Yeah, it's not like it's a fucking, like, it's not like it's a fashion line and it's like, this year it's no.
Germany's in havoc
Last
as
year,
well.
it's Mexicans.
Germany's in havoc. There's loads of countries in havoc. All it is, it's just, it's pushed out there by the media, and I believe it is. How come it's so out there? Why aren't there other movements out there? What about Palestine Action and that country? How they're invaded by Israel? You know, it's the same principle. How about other countries? You know, third world countries. We always think about, our lives are so shameful. You know, in other countries they starve. In other countries they don't have as much as we do, and they're still moaning. It's not about who gets shot and who doesn't. There's loads of people that get shot every day, but nobody ever pays, you know, blinks an eye to it. People get raped every day, but nobody ever blinks an eye to it. People go missing every day, nobody ever blinks an eye to it. And that's the fact of it. You know, it's not the point with these movements. These movements are bullshit. They ain't doing nothing. All they are is rants and rants and rants, and the government don't see it. You know, the government don't care. They like it. They like race wars. They like it when racists hate on each other, and they start going, it's your fault. No, it's your fault, because it's just like flat earth and round earth. It's the same thing. Yeah, they might say, oh, it's only flat earth. It's only a flat earth movement. Oh, it's only a round earth movement. Oh, it's only gravity's real. Oh, no, it's not, gravity's real. It's causing all arguments when the real problem is the pollution on earth, and that's the matter of that fact. You know, it's the same as all lives matter. You know, that's my movement. That's the movement I follow.
Yeah.
You know,
so do you feel like external forces,
I feel
like whether there be
the same as Hitler, to me, they're the same as Hitler. They're still pushing that same movement of hate. It's hate. They're angry people. All they do is get angry. You know, I can understand where they're coming from, yes, but anger ain't going to get you nothing.
So what do you do then? Like, because obviously
go against
some people are trying to change these things. Like, so you were talking about people in Palestine fighting war with them. There's someone out there trying to protest that as well and actually take.
And it's not working.
Well, you know,
they're still getting killed every day.
It takes time, Time will tell.
Time will get us all killed, because we're nearly extinct. Look at animals.
North Korea, people in North Korea, there's people protesting that because like North Korea is a fucking shit.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
No one's protesting North Korea.
I haven't seen no protesting.
No one is protesting.
It's bad over there.
Yeah,
it's bad. You wouldn't. They'll shoot you over there if you tried to protest against, you know, somebody like a North Korea leader. They'll shoot you because of their laws.
For people who don't know about North Korea, though, if they was actually starting to try and make a revolution, and they're saying say North Korean lives matter, would you still be like, no, like
all
more
lives
on
matter?
the side of all lives? Or
I'd be on all lives matter.
But we already know that.
But I think
they're trying to put a spotlight on the things that are actually happening, where it shows when it isn't unfair. Because with like the Black Lives Matter one, it's shown like statistics show that more like Black African American men get shot and arrested than the white man.
A lot of white men get raped. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but
a lot of white people get
the
shot.
thing is, it's still happening. That's the point. The point is that it's happening and someone's saying something about it. Say, for example, like women get raped as well, innit? There's movements against that as well. there's like feminist movements that are fighting against that as well, and they work with the government as well. Because like I know you have this view like the government, like all government is evil.
It is,
and
that's why.
Always like I know like governments can be like fucking what's the word? Totalitarian sometimes. Yeah. They can be like that sometimes, but sometimes they can like so. What's this one? So for the Black Lives Matter movement, yeah,
Let's go against
they are like so because obviously the problem is the police are shooting them in it. They're carrying guns, and most of them have like PTSD from fighting fucking wars in Palestine or whatever the fuck. And yeah, so they're finding ways to train them to be less, you know, reaching for the gun instead of like, okay, let me try to see if he's armed or disarmed.
Well, that's a great segue because...
Well, they don't really do that, they just kill
No,
people.
there are actual programs running in America like this.
The way the media and news channels in America, they portrayed the coloured man as a criminal.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah, like, because like the way it's all set up and that, it's like they say like yabos or terrorists, yeah.
Yeah.
The majority of the time they're always showing a black man.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. It goes from Egypt. That's why they smashed the noses in Egypt, because they didn't want us to know about the history of where we actually come from, and that is the truth right there. Yeah. We are actually.
Saying someone smashed the nose.
Yeah. If you looked at Egypt, yeah, and you look at some of the statues, yeah, some of the noses are smashed purposely, so that we can't identify if it's a white person or black person, because you can do it by nose description.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. So basically, that's why all the noses are smashed. You'll see that with certain statues around the world. You'll see that the noses are always smashed.
And they say like it was erosion or some shit.
To depress
it's bull crap, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, pretty much, yeah. It's like a big statue in there, you know, when they're doing it.
The lion.
Yeah, that's it. The nose is smashed on it. And that's that for that reason, because they don't want us knowing our actual pigment, our actual colour, because that's how it works. It works. We're actually black from the start. We come from Egypt and Africa, them parts, you know, and that was our origin. Yeah, you know, so I do believe
we're all from Africa.
But the reason I say all lives matter, because we're all the same inside. We all bleed the same blood. Our actual blood ain't even red, by the way. It's actually blue. Yeah. It's only red because the way it circulates. Yeah. But
true talk.
You know, that's the truth. You know, we all bleed the same. We've all got the same body. You know, we're not more powerful. It's the government who are doing it. The government ain't good. The government are there to control the people, control the poor, keep the poor poor and the rich rich.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you understand why we need movements like the Black Lives Matter movement, or like the feminism movement, or like the LGBT movement?
They don't like white people. I've watched them on YouTube and I've watched what they've said about. They blame white people for all the problems, not white people. When you blame white people, you're actually hinting at me, because I am a white person. Obviously, my skin colour's white. I've been born white in this life, etc. So they're still being offensive to me, and if I had one of them come up to me and I'd say, fuck you, I may be a white person, but I am not the problem.
Who's blaming the white people?
The Black Lives Matter, they say it's all white people's faults. White people are the ones who have ruined this earth. It's not white people's fault.
But the people, white people are the ones who colonize their countries.
No, that's called Kazias. That's called Kazias. It's called Jews.
White people are the
ones
that
that's fake. That's fake. No, it's Kazias. It's fake Jews. I'll argue that it's fake Jews. They're called Kazias. They're converted Jews.
Fake Jews.
Yeah, Rothschilds are not real Jews.
We're not talking about fake Jews though.
No, but that's the facts of it. It's not white people. I'm not them white people. I'm a human being. I'm not a white person. If somebody classes me as a white person, I'll tell them to fuck off. But the simple reason is I'm not a white person. I'm a human being. You know.
But no one's blaming you specifically.
No, but that's how it is.
I understand there's people out there who do that shit.
I think that's how it is. Even like you feel like it is.
That's how I feel. A lot of people feel the same way as me. I don't think it's just me who feels that way.
White guilt, is that what you're talking about? White guilt.
Yeah, you know, like in town ages ago, there was a Black Lives Matter up there, and there was a movement going on, and a black guy come over and he says, all lives matter, and that made me think. He was a black guy himself, and he come over and he said, this is bullshit, and he was right. It's the media are pushing this. The only reason as soon as Obama come, everybody thought that America was going to be fine because he was a black president, the same as Hillary, if she would have got in, it would have been a woman president. Oh yeah, we've got a woman president, everything could be okay. It doesn't matter, it's the same fucking system, it's the same bullshit. You know, the only way you're going to get rid of this is waking up and stop being dumbasses and actually start speaking to the actual people who lead these countries, you know, and that's the fact of it, you know.
But that's the thing though, like they're excited about that because obviously there's never been a black president in America, and with that, yeah, because you know, change, we're looking for change. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, it doesn't matter what skin colour he is or what gender he is.
But it does because of the history of that country with black people. That's why it matters.
But
there was a king once. He was called Solomon King, and he was a black king, and he got killed off. It doesn't matter who you have as a president. It doesn't matter if the Queen all of a sudden got killed and there was a black Queen. She'd still be the same. She'd still speak to the public. Just because she's black doesn't mean that she's going to speak to black people differently or white people differently. It's still going to be the same criteria. It's still going to be the same push. It's still going to be the same movement. In the end, it's going to come out like everything comes out. Everybody will be shocked and everybody will be disappointed. It always happens. Anything that's too big is being pushed. Hillary actually pushed the black movement, the Black Lives Matter movement, and that makes me think, why is Hillary Clinton pushing this movement? Because it's been leaked out by hackers. People have hacked into this evidence because you've got the dark web and then you've got the deep web. There's a lot of hackers out there now in this world.
Russian hackers?
Not just Russian hackers, English hackers, any hackers. They're just people who use computers and know how to use code, know how to do coding. And she had links to do with Black Lives Matter and the movement. She was going to push that if she was going to get in. If she would have got in as a president, she would have pushed the Black Lives Matter. And Hillary Clinton knocked herself. So why are Black Lives Matter working with Hillary Clinton? Now that's corruption there. It doesn't matter if it's for the good or... They always say that. They always say it's for the good. No, it's not for the good. It's not for me. You're not serving me. You're serving yourself. People die every day.
Yeah, have you heard of the men's right movement?
Yeah, that's another bullshit movement. I don't agree with that. That's menism.
Do you know how that's bullshit? Because honestly, women have never been in control like this.
No, they haven't. They've been controlled since the start. Women haven't. I respect their rights as women. Women should have more rights. They should have the rights to dress how they want at work and not have to wear heels and skirts and all this crap just because they say they have to be.
And a few years ago, they couldn't vote.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like we're so far back?
We are?
Like being born.
That's what I mean.
It doesn't feel real, does it? It just feels like we're so far back.
Like we're being simulated.
It's just weird, like how
programming
backwards it is still.
But yeah, so going back to the Black Lives Matter movement thing, I read this thing where it was like the feminism movement, like one of them was saying like, okay, don't let black people vote before white women, because they couldn't vote as well, yeah. So they were like, no, forget the black people, we should vote first. So every movement is corrupt in some way. Even the black
arguments. That's the only reason I disagree with these movements. I don't care. If a white movement come out right now, I disagree with that. I don't care.
Oh, of course. Well, there's no white people who are being discriminated against.
But white people get killed every day. Homeless people die every day.
People die, and they're like victims of the system, sure. But still, like there is like systematic racism that happens. So there's studies that are done here. So if you like a job interview, for example, right? If me and you went for a job interview, if there's 4 of us went for a job interview, then
me,
yeah, you're included. You're different shit. Yeah. You two are more likely to get the job if we had the same qualifications.
Case, I know what you're saying, but in this case, I don't think we would because we've got face tattoos.
No.
I'm still discriminating myself. I'm still discriminated by my tattoos, so it goes in the same.
Do you know what
you're saying?
You get what I mean? Yeah. So that's that. So no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, I didn't get the job because I'm white. It's because you're not qualified, or because you are fucking black, or you look like Vin. But my original point is, because I digress. My original point is like the movement start off with like the intention of making a change. So saying that, okay, no, this doesn't matter, everything else in the world matters. Like you can't protest everything in the world. You have to choose something that to focus on, innit? So the Black Lives Movement focus on the discrimination of black people and how it's fucked up that white people fucked us over. You know
white people. I
say white people, but
I disagree.
Because you feel like
I don't.
You're white as well.
No, it's not because I don't really class myself as a colour. I class myself as a pigment. So all it is really is melanin. Melanin. If I went over to another country right now, I lived in another country, say a really hot country for years and years and years and years, say 40 years. Africa for example. By 40 years, I'd be dark skinned. It doesn't matter what skin colour you are. It's all to do with where you're from. Where it all disconnected. Originally, it was all together. All the countries were connected, and then they split. Back in history, and then they all separated. And that was when we basically changed colour from different, areas that we lived in where the sun left, That's all it is. You know, we're all human beings at the end of the day. Having these silly little arguments over like all these social parties, these socialist parties, they chat crap. They're all not doing anything. They're all going to die in the end if we keep going this way. We will be extinct, and that's what will happen. It doesn't matter if this person thinks this is right or that person thinks that is right. They're both wrong, and that's the fact of it.
I know it's fucked up, because we're human. We're all human beings, and we disagree on things that
but there's still
color, pigment, or shit like that.
But there's still people out there, like I feel that think so. Like my 2 cents in it, being being a person from Indian heritage and stuff like that, especially in today's world. I mean, it is quite fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I do get my bag checked more than people. In certain places, I do get the look at. I love my rucksack. I carry everything about it, but you do get the people who have raised eyebrows and that to the point as well. And I wanted to point this out because it made me angry the other day. I ain't gonna say where it was, but through my job, I had to go somewhere to do training and stuff, and there was a terror bit on there, right? Now every person you've seen in that video linked to terror was brown. Then the people. So it was like a little kind of PowerPoint quiz, and it'd be like, oh, Abdul has adopted a us and them attitude. Abdul was a brown guy and stuff like that, and then it gone to the next guy, the kind of, kid who's been reading stuff on the internet, he was brown, the woman was brown, but yet the people, oh, if you see anything, call this, they weren't brown. So there is, again, I agree with Martin, I agree with everyone. Martin's case, right? Martin's case, I do feel there is a conspiracy. I really do.
Conspiracy?
I really feel... No. I feel someone's making us all them attitude and making us...
Fight.
Yeah.
Fight together. So there's someone pulling the strings.
Of course there is. There's always somebody pulling the strings. There's somebody higher above in the hierarchy. The structure. Of course there is. That's what it is. It's a structure. It's a pyramid. It's a structure that they use on everything. If you look on a note, you'll see all pyramids in different shapes, and they all mean something. They do it on purpose. Even on your birth certificate, there's different things. What means this and what means that. A name is a fictional name. It's a straw man. It's not you.
It's a label.
Basically. In other countries, in some countries, they don't even have names. They don't even take pictures. They're against
they
all
call
that.
each other then?
They don't call each other because they don't live that way.
Whistle.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, tribes do that actually. Yeah, in the wild.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's good.
They live in the mountains, don't they?
Yeah, it's warnings.
Whistling.
Yeah, they call each other that.
I can't remember.
You got one in Africa. It's the government can't go there because they would spear them. They tried to go over there before.
That's in it's near India. It's an island near India. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
They tried to come over and then they just.
It's because they're the descendants of the last Africans. That's what the class does. The descendants. They're the ones who were left over, because that's what Africans were originally. We were wild. We were all wild. We knew how to be wild in nature. We didn't use phones back then because phones weren't like they are now. We used different stuff. We used natural technology, trees, nature around us, soil, leaves. So many uses. You'd be shocked what you can use. You can use leaves to wipe your arse if you actually make them in that set. So natural hemp. We used hemp. Hemp was one of our biggest resources. So it goes in again. We've had everything used against us, all our knowledge, and that's all it is. We're having everything used against us.
Do you think if you take past all the colour and everything, and everyone just one colour, do you think we'll still be having movements like tall people matter?
Yeah.
And short people matter?
Yeah. I think there will be.
Because
I don't know where I saw it, but I was on Yahoo fucking Answers one day, and someone actually raised that point. You can click the random question bit and it just takes you a random page. And the question was if everyone was the same, would they say? Yeah. Because I don't know why people want to differentiate straight. Well, I mean bad people. Bad people want to differentiate. It's them and us. Those would do. So they are going to nitpick and find stuff like that.
Yeah, because we can't all be the same. There's always going to be differences between us.
Also, there is a kind of, I want to say experiment. I forgot the lady's name. She's a genius lady, right? But she did I don't know if you guys know this. She did the brown eye, blue eye thing, right?
Yeah.
She's an absolute genius. I think she's still alive. She's an elderly lady, and the
Her
reason
name
she
is-
started it, and the reason she started it was because I think she's
Elizabeth.
it's something like that. But she's seen Martin Luther King get assassinated, and then the next day after, she did this program, and she kind of got the kids, and by the way, she's written books and she's been doing this like 3 years now as well. But the next day, she got the kids to come in and she segregated them, not on skin colour but on eye colour. She just said, right, all the kids with brown eyes, hazel's eyes, I want you to sit over there. All the one with blue eyes sit over there. And she treated, again, off the top of my head, I think it was one with brown eyes better than that one.
Yeah.
To highlight it and stuff like that. And I think that is a wonderful way of showing.
Yeah, she did the same thing with like adults as well.
Yeah. She was on, if I'm not mistaken, the Oprah show or something like that.
Oprah. Yeah.
And again, I think she did it for Channel 4 in like recent years as well. But yeah, she's an absolute.
Oh, is she a short woman?
Yeah, she's short. She's
Short
got
life
glasses.
doesn't matter.
Let's not listen to what she said.
Yeah, I've seen some of her stuff as well.
And also, by the way, can I just shout out one of my favourite people ever to watch and listen? A gentleman called Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory. Yeah.
If you don't know who he is, please research him. Dick Gregory. One of the most intelligent men I've ever listened to, and if I ever got to meet him, that would be like my.
Next week we have
Dick Gregory. He just comes out the colour. No, but honestly, he's. I mean, to watch him speak, I mean, anyone straight away, listening, type in Dick Gregory.
Is he still alive?
Interview. Yeah, he's an elderly man. And yeah, he's still going around. He was a comedian. He's a comedian, writer, and
Dick Gregory. I was trying to put his name to his face. I know his face. He comes on them shows. What's this? He was on DLV Vlad. He was on the Breakfast Club as well.
He was definitely on the Breakfast Club, and that's how I got to know about him. He's
great, man. He's still got that.
He's great, and people, and as well, and people like Henry Rollins as well. Fucking genius.
Henry Rollins. Listen to Dr. John Henry Clark. You'll be enlightened about the African movement.
Last words, one word. What's the word?
Black Lives Matter. Fuck.
All lives matter.
I say one word, man.
Peace be to all races.
It's just one word.
Human race. There you go.
No,
Human beings.
Is that one word?
Human race.
no, it's not.
You
gotta go
Why do I
again.
even have to ask that?
Humans. Humans. There you go. Humans.
Beings.
Humans beings.
I'll go with environment today. I'll go with environment.
Cabbage.
You know what?
Why?
I'm gonna go for a random one. I thought we were all doing like a kind of.
Something meaningful.
Billy likes his cabbage.
What about cabbage? Oh, rabbits. Chicken.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey,
Subscribe, like, share.
Don't subscribe.
Thank you.
don't
guys.
subscribe. Yeah,
Don't
don't
like.
fucking watch us.
Subscribe.
Don't.
If you liked anything we chatted about, don't like, don't share, don't subscribe.
Also, comment below if you have any
Don't
thoughts
pick your
on like the Black Lives movements or any other movements or whatever the fuck. Comment below.
Yeah,
Do your thing. Listen to Dick Gregory as well.
and Henry Rollins as well. Great man. Are we all gonna do a cool walk off now?
Cool walk off. Nah, we're just gonna fade away.